Why was the Marshall Plan important? Have you ever wondered how a single initiative could change the course of an entire continent? The Marshall Plan is one such initiative that played a vital role in shaping Europe after World War II. So, why was it so important? The Marshall Plan, officially known as the European Recovery Program, was launched by the United States in 1948. It aimed to provide economic aid to European countries devastated by the war. Approximately $13 billion were allocated to help rebuild these nations. The destruction left behind by the war had created a dire situation. Many countries faced crumbling infrastructure and collapsing economies. This environment made it easier for communist movements to gain traction among people who were struggling. The United States was particularly concerned about the spread of communism. The fear was that without assistance, countries might fall under Soviet influence. This was seen as a direct threat to Western interests and the global balance of power. By providing aid, the United States aimed to stabilize these economies and reduce the appeal of communism. The funds from the Marshall Plan helped stabilize currencies, rebuild industries, and increase food production. As a result, many countries began to recover economically. This recovery diminished the support for communist parties, which often promised radical changes during times of hardship. Interestingly, this economic revival also benefited the United States. As European economies improved, they became new markets for American goods, which in turn supported the U.S. economy. From the perspective of the Soviet Union, the Marshall Plan was viewed as a tool of American imperialism. They saw it as a way for the United States to extend its influence in Europe and block the spread of socialism and communism. Eastern Bloc countries, under Soviet control, rejected the aid. Communist parties in Western Europe were instructed to oppose the plan vigorously. The Soviet leadership considered the Marshall Plan a threat to their influence and a means to weaken communist parties in Western countries. In essence, the Marshall Plan was important because it helped shape the political and economic landscape of post-war Europe. It played a significant role in the recovery of Western Europe and acted as a barrier against the spread of communism. While the United States viewed it as a way to contain communism, the Soviet Union saw it as a direct challenge to their power. This dynamic set the stage for the Cold War, making the Marshall Plan a key element in that historical context.